you've watched parts 1 and 2, first of all, I would love to say thank you because we've been through quite a journey together. In part 1, we talked about the excitement, the dreaming, the scrolling through homes late at night, imagining the new life. Then we went into the valley, fear, questions, the what ifs. And then in part 2, I shared the conversations I have with almost every family before they ever buy a home. The conversation that changes everything. But today, I want to talk about something that happens after all of that. The part no one really tells you. The part that makes every difficult decision worth it. Because after helping hundreds of families relocate to North Texas, I've noticed something remarkable. Every single family remembers the fear, but none of them stay there. There's a moment during every relocation that I absolutely love. It usually doesn't happen on closing day. It usually doesn't happen when they get the keys. It doesn't even happen when the moving truck pulls away. It happens a few weeks later. I'll get a text or a phone call or even an email. And it usually says something like, Ty, we found our favorite coffee shop. Or the kids made their first friends. Or we've met our neighbors. Sometimes they'll even send me a picture. The kids swimming in the neighborhood pool, a family barbecue in the backyard, their Christmas tree in the living room, a sunset from their patio. Those are my favorite messages because I know what they don't realize. They're no longer visiting Texas. They're living here. They're home. People ask me sometimes, Ty, why are you so passionate about helping relocators? The answer is simple. Because I know what it's like to start over. More than 20 years ago, I packed up my life and I moved to Texas. I wasn't born here. I didn't grow up here. I wasn't surrounded by lifelong friends. I had to build a new life, a new routine, a new community. And like many of you, I wondered if I was making the right decision. I wondered, will this ever feel like home? Fast forward to today. Texas didn't just become where I live. It became where I built my career, where I raised my family, where I found opportunities I never imagined, where I've helped hundreds of other families begin their own stories. That's why this work means so much to me, because every relocation reminds me of my own. If you're enjoying this series and it's helping you look at relocation from a completely different perspective, would you do me a favor? Hit that like button and subscribe. Every week I create videos designed specifically for people who are thinking about moving to Dallas or North Texas. No hype, no pressure, just honest advice to help you make confident decisions. Now let's get going. I wish you could sit in my office and hear some of the conversations I've had over the years. I've talked to families relocating from California who were worried they'll never find the right community. Professionals relocating for a new job who had never even been to Texas. Military families starting over again, parents trying to give their children opportunities they never had growing up, retirees looking for a slower pace of life closer to grandchildren. Every story is different, but every family wants the same thing. They want peace, they want confidence, they want to know we made the right decision. And you know what's amazing? Months after they move, the same families aren't talking about the fears they had. They're talking about life, birthday parties, soccer games, new restaurants, neighborhood events, meeting friends, weekend trips, watching their children thrive, Fear isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning. I've realized something over the years. Home isn't the address on the driver's license. Home isn't the square footage. Home isn't even the neighborhood. Home is the life you built inside those walls. It's laughing around at the dinner table. It's movie nights. It's teaching your children to ride a bike. It's decorating for Christmas. It's your dog running through the backyard. It's you watching your family grow. That's what you're really moving for. Not just a house, a life. By the way, if you're starting your relocation journey and wondering where to even begin, I don't want you to feel like you have to figure this out alone. That's exactly why I created my Relocation to North Texas Playbook. Inside, you'll find practical advice on choosing the right community, understanding the buying process, avoiding common relocation mistakes, and preparing for your move with confidence. It's completely free. Just click the link in the description and download your copy today. Think of it as your roadmap before you ever start packing boxes. If we ever have the opportunity to work together, I want you to know something. I'm never going to rush you. I'm never going to pressure you. My job isn't to convince you to buy a house. My job is to help you make the right decision for your family. Sometimes that means buying a new construction. Sometimes it's resale. Sometimes it's waiting. Sometimes it's telling you this community may not actually be the best fit because I'd rather help you make the right decision than the fast decision. That's how I approach every family I work with. Do you know what my favorite day is? It isn't closing day. It's months later when I get pictures of families living their lives, kids laughing, parents smiling, friends gathered around the kitchen table, backyard birthday parties, graduation photos, holiday dinners, first days of school. Those moments remind me why I do what I do, because real estate isn't about contracts. It's about people. It's about helping families create a place where memories will be made for years to come. And honestly, there is no greater feeling than knowing you had a small part in helping someone find that. I'd love to hear from you. If you're watching all 3 parts of this series, thank you. Now tell me, what's the one thing you're most excited about when you think about relocating? Is it having more space, better schools, a new community, a new career opportunity, a fresh start, or simply creating a better life for your family? Leave a comment below because I genuinely read every single one. And if you're ready to stop wondering and start planning, reach out. Whether you're relocating from another state or another country, I'd love to learn more about your story, understanding your goals, and help you create a plan that's right for you and your family. No pressure, just conversation. Remember this, the emotional roller coaster you're feeling today, it won't last forever. One day, the boxes will be unpacked, the pictures will be hanging on the walls, you'll know the shortcuts to the grocery store, you'll have a favorite restaurant, your kids will have friends, your neighbors will know your name, and the place that once felt unfamiliar will simply feel like home. I hope this 3-part series gave you more than information. I hope it gave you confidence, because confidence is what turns uncertainty into action. And action is what opens the door to a brand new chapter. I'm Ty Gray with Ty's Realty Advisory, powered by eXp Realty. Thank you for spending this time with me. I can't wait to welcome you and your family to North Texas. Until next time, take care, travel safely, and I'll see you soon in the next video.